Hey guys!
Hey guys!
We're the Dorkeries.
We're the Dorkeries. It's been a really fun day. It's a snow day here in Knoxville, as I know it is in a lot of places currently.
What a huge winter storm.
Huge winter storm. But we've done a lot of fun things, but we just forgot to tell you who we are. So
we're the Dorkeries.
We're the Dorkeries. So we're doing this backwards, and I hope you enjoy our daily vlog.
Yeah, let's go!
I convinced Andrew to take a romantic walk in the snow with me.
There's a reason that we're moving to Florida. Exhibit A.
He says this isn't romantic, but I just think that there must be a reason why every romance movie ever set in the winter, they're out in the snow. They play in the snow.
No, that's all fake. That's Hollywood driven.
They ride in carriages.
It's like 80 degrees outside.
They ride in carriages and then they fall in love.
It's like when they say you know it's romantic to do you know what on the beach. Nobody wants
that.
That's
gross. Why are we? True. This is a kid-friendly channel.
No, I'm just making an example of
You
that.
know what? Building sandcastles.
Building sandcastles, that's it. Building sandcastles on the beach.
Building sandcastles on the beach is
what
not fun because sand gets everywhere.
Everywhere. It gets in things it's not supposed to get into, like bags and buckets.
I don't know. I think this has got to be some kind of romantic.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this.
I think it's romantic anytime you don't tell your wife no. So she's like, let's go for a walk. It's going to be romantic. You don't say no. But, you know, we're supposed to get
I
up
can't
to
feel my
8 inches
face
today. So, around here, that's a big deal.
Someone's burning a fire. That's true. Though. Listen, though. Listen. Isn't that a romance song? I can't feel my face when I'm with you.
Ooh, ooh,
and I
ooh.
like it. I can't feel my face.
Go
I can't feel
behind.
my fingers.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I can't. It's because I can't feel my fingers. Look how romantic this is.
Well, it is so romantic.
Literally, I'm sliding. What am I sliding?
Couldn't be more romantic
What am I sliding on?
ever in my life again, I guess.
It's because after this, we get to go sit by the fire
Yeah, that's true.
and drink coffee.
No, it's afternoon, so it's time for some tea.
Oh, tea?
Afternoon tea and some crumpet. Not much, but...
I don't know. I think this is very pretty. I'm actually kind of getting used to it. I could stay out here a little longer.
No. You know how long it's going to take to... This is the sweater I wanted to lounge around in all day long because it's my thickest Mr. Rogers sweater I have. Now I'll have to wear something else.
I can see my breath. Look. Look at my breath. Why did you move? I just brushed my teeth.
I'm with you. It's just always weird. It's like when Michael Scott's like, he breathes really close. It's just weird. And Dwight says, good, not great.
Good, not great. Okay. I think we should circle here and go back home, or do you want to walk all the way to the park?
No.
You good?
Yeah.
Thank you for walking with me.
Well, I'm hoping this is the last snow we'll ever see.
That would be wonderful. I'd appreciate that very much. Look, I've never seen anybody up there. All right.
Now we're gonna look. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's so pretty back here," and we're ruining it with our shoes.
I mean, people have already walked here and it's already covered up.
Yeah, it'll cover it.
So last time I measured, which was about an hour ago, there was 4 inches on our furniture outside. So
It's not supposed to stop till tomorrow morning, so it'd be like...
I feel like
3
we've
inches.
probably already hit 5 or 6 inches because it started going downpour even more.
Downpour, even more.
I was trying to watch my words carefully. You going this way or to the... You go this way?
So whatever the quickest way back is.
Okay. My hands are cold. One of the things that we are working on today.
Not playing with dolls. Although this would not be the first time that Farrah and I played with dolls together.
But that is because we grew up together.
Yeah.
We grew up together,
Yeah.
and we used to play kickball when we were kids. I've
Yeah.
known Drew since I was 4.
Yeah.
We used to play with all of our
Barbie
toys.
dolls.
G.I. Joe,
And
Barbie.
Yeah. Anyways.
Which,
So what are
you
we
know
doing
what?
today?
Which, you know what? There's no shame in the game. And you know who told me that? Ryan Gosling.
That's right.
He's Knuff.
So what are we doing today again?
One of the things that we're doing today.
Bunny trail.
One of the things that we're doing today is listing childhood toys.
Oh,
Not our childhood toys, but our daughter's ready to part with some of her collection.
Yeah.
She has, just like us, our kids collect a lot of things, but our daughter is really into making costumes for conventions, and that takes money, and so she is working on a new cosplay, and she asked us if we would get these listed on eBay so that she can have some extra funds for her supplies.
Which got me to thinking, like, because anytime that you're going through childhood toys, first of all, you think, am I being like my parent, where my parent got rid of toys, which my parents didn't really do that very much. My parents were good.
You
about
have
that.
everything.
But I think it was, I always hear stories of my parents threw out my Kenner Star Wars collection. My parents threw out my Barbie van. My parents.
I have all my stuff.
My
I don't
no,
have
I'm
it.
not saying
I still
you.
have
I said I hear stories about this all the time, and so. But anytime you're doing this, but I think one of the things you always got to be is like not regretful, but nostalgic, and
you have to be realistic. Like you
you
cannot
can't keep everything.
If you're a big collector, you can't keep everything. We try to keep a few boxes, and to be honest, we have an attic full of most of what our kids have collected over the years. We have probably 3 boxes full of Polly Pockets.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? First of all, thank you so much for making me tea.
Yes.
Which cup is mine?
Mickey waffles.
Awesome, thank you.
I'm Orange Bird. You could also smell it because yours is a spiced tea. I'm doing a vanilla chamomile.
Can I? I'm sorry. Can I? I really do want
You
to
want to smell my tea?
Okay. Yeah, these both smell amazing.
Yeah. But it's just cold outside, and
Well, we just went for a walk.
We just went for a walk. It's inside. I could drink more coffee, but I just feel like afternoon tea is what it should be. I think you should do coffee, and then afternoon, evening tea.
We're just trying to
Trying to do some newer stuff. Are we getting old? Our daughter's in college. We're practically empty nesters, and we're talking about afternoon tea.
We are just trying to identify with our friends, our British friends.
We're being nostalgic about
We're
childhood
trying
toys.
to-
Back in my days, we used to have Barbie dolls, but they were really big.
Okay, so the topic is.
Childhood toys. What are some of your favorites?
So I will
Childhood
say one of my favorite movies of 2023 was the Barbie movie.
Okay, all right.
Is Ahsoka gonna be in every vlog we do now? And
she's very she's not camera shy at all.
she's licking the wall. One of my favorite movies of 2023 was the Barbie movie.
Yes.
I don't need to hear if you didn't like the Barbie movie. I loved the Barbie movie.
I loved it as well, and I also love the fact that Margot Robbie fought so hard for that movie.
I need to do research on that.
Yeah, no, she did. Like she was going
Well, the
around.
news this week is that Gal Gadot was supposed to be cast as Barbie, and she turned it down.
Well, I'm glad she did because I can't
Or
imagine that. I heard
either-
Margot Robbie went
either
around
she-
and pitched it to everybody.
Either she turned it down. See, this is why I'm like, I need to do more research. Either she turned it down, or I think somebody said it was like, somebody was saying you should get Gal Gadot for that, and they were like, no.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't even get the opportunity to turn it down. See, that's why I need to do more research. So, apologies. But that movie made me wish that I still had my Barbie Western camper van, because that was one of the vehicles they used in the movie to get
Oh yeah.
from here to there.
Yes.
And-
both frontwards and backwards and
backwards.
reverse.
And that was one of my favorite toys as a kid. I had Western Barbie, and I still know that I have a handful of my Barbies in a box in the garage. but I'm fairly certain that my van is not there. And that makes me wonder too, like, where did my van go? Because I don't remember a time ever where I was like, let's get rid of my stuff. I do. Okay, I have a womp womp.
Okay, womp womp. Is this a regret, womp womp?
No,
I just said
no, it's not a regret. It's a sad moment in life. I do remember there was a time during a rough period of my life as a teenager that my parents moved out of one house, and I'm pretty sure we just left everything that was in the attic.
Aww.
Because my parents were separating and we weren't really thinking of those things.
That is a womp womp.
And everything just kind of got left. And I wonder if that's where our Barbie van is.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could call the homeowners and be like, have
Excuse
you
me.
ever found a Barbie van?
They'd be like, put it on eBay. Some of my favorite childhood toys, since you asked. I believe it or not, and I know I always talk about like, oh, I had the
It's not mine.
I had the G.I. Joe Terror Drome. Actually, you know what I was doing last night? I don't know if you heard this, but and I said this
because I was asleep.
Yeah,
okay,
because
cool.
you've been going to bed like way too late. Last night, and I think I said this on a video or two ago, Hasbro's YouTube channel plays 24/7 G.I. Joe. And I watched old G.I. Joe cartoons last night. But I had the G.I. Joe Terror Drome, right?
Yes.
And again, wasn't a rich kid. I don't have any clue how in the world my parents got
Your parents are hustlers.
They're hustlers.
And not in a bad way, but I mean, like, when they want something, they'll find a way.
They get it done. They get it done. I'm very thankful for that. So I had the Terror Drome. So, Blow, if you were a G.I. Joe fan, did you have the Terror Drome, or was that on your wish list? The only thing, like, that everybody's like, I wish I had, but nobody had room for it, was called the USS Flag. It was their battleship. And no lie, it was, like, from here to the wall over there. It's, like, way long. And it was expensive.
Was it from here to the wall, or was it from the window to the wall?
One or the other. But the whole point of it took a lot of room and a lot of space, and it was expensive as well back in the day. But so I had the Terror Drome. But the thing in Star Wars that was my favorite was, of course, the Ewok Village. I had the Ewok Village and Jabba the Hutt's playset. And then, you know, outside of G.I. Joe and Star Wars, I didn't do a lot more. I mean, I dabbled a little bit in wrestling figures and stuff like that.
I do remember that.
It was G.I. Joe.
That was the toy of it. That
and
Barbies.
Star Wars.
That, Barbies, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Barbies, Nintendo.
Yeah.
I feel like that could easily sum up our childhood.
Yep, absolutely.
Now, okay, again though, Ninja Turtles were coming into their own when we were kids.
Yeah, but that was a little bit past my prime there, because that would have been like mid-90s. Well, no, I guess I think you're right. 80s was Ninja Turtles.
I know when we lived on the same street, I was watching Ninja Turtles.
Gloob.
And then when I was like in middle school, I got very much into Power Rangers. That was like the original.
Power Rangers was never
well, that's because you're just a few years older than me. You were probably in high school when I was like really dorking out about Power Rangers. I would watch Power Rangers every single day before the bus picked me up. And the cool thing about Power Rangers is there's a science to the show. Is that everything happens in increments, and you know that as soon as the show hits a certain time, so if the show starts, for example, let's say I was watching it for the best, if the show starts at 7 a.m., you know that at 7:15 on the dot, it's morphin' time. Every single episode.
Go Power Rangers!
And I just thought that was so funny because that was one of the fun things to watch is, you know, we're starting the day out, we're just kicking it, eating pizza, chicken fingers, whatever they ate.
What a life.
And then all of a sudden,
no worries
the bad
in the
guys,
world.
and then
But whether or not Rita
Morphin'
Repulsa
time.
was going to get the Power Rangers.
And I liked that about it.
Yeah. See, actually, you know what? I just did the theme song. I named the villain from Power Rangers.
I couldn't even name the film.
Maybe I do know a little bit more about Power
I
Rangers.
know who you do know, though. And we are way off topic.
No.
The Pink Power Ranger.
Yeah, Amy Jo Johnson.
Amy Jo Johnson. We have a signed script from Amy Jo Johnson from the set of Felicity.
Yeah, it's their Thanksgiving episode, the first Thanksgiving episode of that great series in the early 2000s.
Felicity.
Of Felicity. Yeah, so...
All right, so today we're doing Monster High dolls.
Yeah. So, and there's a lot of value in these too, because one of the things that she's like, hey, I want some money. She's like, you could just sell these stands because Monster High. And again, it's not a
This
Monster
is
High.
not a Monster High video. This
No,
is a
it's just
to sell or
to
not
give you-
to sell.
Yeah. So like this right here,
Yeah.
it's $20, just the stand.
And we have.
And there's
How many do you have left?
a
Okay.
cajillion. of
Okay.
them.
Do you have boxes you haven't opened? Because
No, this is it.
Or have you sold some of these before? Because we literally had a cajillion.
Yeah, they're
of
all
these.
in here.
Okay, cool.
But some of them broke, because they're very.
There's
that's
some
why,
right there.
That's why a lot of people like, because these plastic. I mean, this is Mattel. By the way, let's talk about that. Mattel actually
Reboot.
does
Is this what
Monster
you're doing?
High. Well, the thing is now instead of like this is the daughter of Frankenstein. So that was Monster High. They were like the daughters and sons of monsters. Well, they started doing what they call Skelectors, which is like Beetlejuice.
We are not selling
and
those.
Pennywise and the Grady twins from The Shining. So they took like horror things. The next one they're going to do is Wednesday Addams from the Addams Family. So
Are we gonna get that?
oh yeah, there's and they're really hard to get because Monster High was really big in its days. And again, it goes back to our original conversation of like it's nostalgic for these people.
Because now
Because they're
our daughter,
Yeah.
who was 5 when she got her
Yeah.
first Monster High
Yeah.
doll, is now almost 19,
Yeah.
and now she wants the $100 ones.
Yep.
Um,
And they sell out in
and-
minutes.
and
seconds
she's still in that.
sometimes.
Can we get one to open and one to stay
Yeah.
in the box?
Yeah. So what was the last one that was sold that we got? And we
We
always
did Chucky. There was a Chucky.
Yeah, so there's been a ton of those, and
We have
We always
Beetlejuice
get
and
to-
Lydia.
we always get to
We have
the Grady twins,
the
Pennywise,
Grady twins, Pennywise. We have
Elvira.
Jack.
Oh, that's it. That was the last one. Jack Skellington and why am I forgetting her name?
Sally.
Sally. Yeah, Jack and Sally.
They're all very pretty.
Yeah, and just the retail price on them is like $100. So it's
I was gonna show you though. So
like this right here. Oh, this is a good point too. Just a second. So like you see how tiny this is?
tiny.
So I can sell that because people are looking for replacement parts for their dolls because when they were kids they played with toys. But it's the same way. Sometimes like the old Kenner Star Wars, like the weapons that are like this big are more expensive than the figures themselves because people lost these all the time when they were moving around or stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. So
And we have a lot of those things. And back to Barbie.
of course. Oh, that looks like
They call her Weird Barbie.
yeah, Weird Barbie. Or,
I don't remember if that was her name in the movie.
Yeah.
And her name in real life, I'm gonna totally blank, and she deserves all the credit because she is so good.
Kate
McKinnon. Kate McKinnon. But so this is what happens though. I appreciate that. You're always better at remembering names than me. Kate McKinnon was the Barbie that the kid cut the hair, painted, and you kind of feel sad for her, kind of like this guy. But
at the same time-
this is what happens when your kid is an artsy, creative kid
And
that
that's
now plays, or is making cosplay for herself. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
When at the time I was like, I can't believe you're doing that, but I really like when you can see this and then it turns out that you have a really kind of cool kid.
yeah, now I'm feeling nostalgic. I think after last night of watching G.I. Joe and talking about, the Terrordrome and all the fun we had playing Barbies together, I'm getting very nostalgic. I'm starting to cry. During my tea time. So there you go.
Let's find some other fun things to do today, okay?
Okay.
All right.
There you go. There's just a little childhood toys.
Do you sell your
Please.
childhood toys?
Please tell below. I'd love to talk with you guys about what kind of childhood toys you had. Do you still have them? Do you wish you still had them? What were your favorites? Let's have a great childhood toy because we all had them. We all, even if you had rubber bands and marbles, you still had toys when you were a kid.
I don't think those kids may watch our videos. All right. So, snowy day, not a whole lot that can be done. Can't leave the house. So, I decided after our last conversation that I was going to find my Barbie box.
Woohoo!
Yeah, Drew's making chili because, again, snowy day. And
What do you guys make for your snowy days?
what do you make for your
Got
snowy
any good
day?
recipes?
All right. right, it's not that kind of vlog. All right, here's my box. I'm actually just gonna do this. This is my box.
I'll look, but not cut my finger.
I've had this box for, I don't know. I've at least.
The box is vintage?
I think these boxes are pretty vintage. Let's see, what does this say? It doesn't have a year on it. It says Lewis Systems. No, but that's my box.
That's my
I'm
box.
not vintage. My box is vintage.
That's my box.
All right, sorry. I just want to make this where you guys can see it as I see it. So this is my box. These are my, again, this is not a doll review thing, but this is just the nostalgia.
Childhood toys.
If this doll could dance, he would say, can't touch this. Look, this is my friend.
That is dope.
So I actually remember MC Hammer was super big when I was about kindergarten, because I remember that my kindergarten best friend and I would make up dances to Too Legit to Quit. And you know what? In my kid mind, I remember thinking that her going, hey, hey, was like just art. Just art. You know? I'm so glad that the Lord blessed me with a mind to rhyme and 2 hype feet. Okay, I'm moving on. This one, you may not know. It's kind of like in a...
Is that New Kids on the Block?
This is, well, that's really sad that his, it used to say New Kids on the Block. It no longer does. But I know there's something in here that does, surely. I'm kind of ruining this for myself because I didn't want to see what else was down there, but okay. I promise you somewhere in here, he's got some more clothes. What else we got? This is from my van. This was the bed that goes in the van, but that's not it. I've got an old, so this was not actually mine. So this is like old school. You should look this up. This is old school Ken. He's still on the,
Yikes.
This was not actually one that I owned. This was like someone gave me
Like
some
your
things when
childhood?
I would, some people gave me some things like, and I literally, you know, as a kid, they're like, here's some of my old dolls. And I was like, bleh. Who wants a Ken that's like, bleh. But anyways, these are not mine. I feel like these might have been yours and you put these in here.
No.
These are not mine.
Maybe some collection at some point we were like, just throw them in with the rest of the bird.
This says Hasbro.
That's an old G.I. Joe.
Yeah, these are definitely not mine. I might have taken these from you or one of our neighbors when I was a kid. This I feel like this is like one of the off brands, but you want to know the weirdest
That
thing?
looks like Kate McKinnon.
No. Yeah, her hair does. But the weirdest thing I just noticed is if you look at her face, this actually looks like Miranda Lambert. Like this is like
I can see that.
a knockoff doll, like a Dollar General doll from when I was a kid. But her face, she
No,
looks
it was
like
Fred's.
All right, let's see what else I got. This was like a mom. This was not like a Barbie. This was like a Barbie's mom. Hey, Barbie. I cannot believe I'm making this video. This is not a doll video. I just wanted to see. Oh my God, if this was a real. So I want to feel like these were dolls that like my cousin Amanda left at somebody's house or something. Like the one with the wiggly waist. But Drew, look at the old school Ken logo.
I can't stop looking at this G.I.
Look at the old school Ken logo.
That's cool.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to make this quick. Okay, here's my Western Barbie vest that goes with my Western Barbie van. All right, I really do apologize for the Ken. All right, what else we got? Oh, Skipper! How funny would it be if I had to, look, he's Knuff. I instinctively covered up his body parts, even though he said he does not have body parts, which again reminds me of when he said, we don't have the genitalia. She said, I have all. Okay, you need to watch Barbie. Okay, my bad. Oh, look, I have another Western Barbie. Okay, I don't know what this is from. And I actually don't think it was a Barbie thing. I think it was like a toy from a baseball game that I thought would be cool. Barbie. Oh, ha! I found it. This is what I was going to. I found it.
What is it?
My New Kids on the Block hat.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that goes with Joe McIntyre. All right, I don't know. I'm going to see what else I can. All right, so I figured out what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. Ken and I are going to watch Barbie again. In the snow.
So there you go. There's the dorkeries dorking out about childhood toys. Another day around here of just seeing what we can do to be nostalgic. And in the meantime,
Go dork yourself.
pew pew.